Whew. Okay, y'all. I come on here because I feel that I need to talk about something. Um, and if I don't, I feel like if I don't talk about it now, then I don't know. I feel like this is time for me to talk. So I need to know. Uh, they've been messing with my they've been messing with my videos and making it where it's taking a long time to download. So I'm hoping I'm hoping that I'm hoping that somebody hears it or sees it. But what I'm fixing to talk about is, and I don't, and it's because I've been trying I've been trying to talk to people uh, concerning what I'm about to talk about. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I've been wronged in in a lot of different ways. Now, I'm coming to talk concerning this because like I said before, I feel like that certain people have they have something that they you know got planned, and it got something to do with me. Um, because my husband is incarcerated. He's incarcerated, and it got something to do with me being locked up for something that I didn't do. Did I have no um, I, parts of it that I didn't have nothing to do with? So, Heavenly Father, help me to say what I need to say and what I don't need to say. Help me not to say it. But I I've been wronged in a lot of different ways. A lot of different ways. I'm gonna start off by saying the first way that I've been wronged. Um, these people trying to take my identity. Um, I trust the wrong people. I have trusted the wrong people. And you would think that you could trust family, but you can't. Those people at the doctor's office, the people at the hospital, and I tried to talk to somebody, but nobody. And if I, oh my God, I don't like nobody seeing me cry, but I'm hurting. I have been trying to hold it together, but I'm hurting. And I know God got me, but I'm hurting people that I trust is wronging me. And I sit back and I watch it, and I'm looking. I love them, but they seem to hate me. They allow these people, and they're going to try to knock this off. I know they are. They allow these people to use them to come up against me. They gave me shots. I've been trying to get a lawyer. They won't take my case because one woman told me, you gonna go up against these people? I don't know who they are. And really, I'm gonna just tell you, I just need help. I don't know who the people are, but that woman do. She wouldn't take my case. The guy that gave me the shot at the hospital, this is after I was wrong at the church, trying to help, give out food at the pantry. And on that day, November the 8th, I just came to help. And it's like when I sat in the chair, I end up being unconscious. Just don't know what happened. My granddaughter was there. I don't even know what happened with her because she was there with them. I've been quiet, not saying nothing. But I feel like if I don't say something, they're going to try to lock me up for something that I didn't do, that I had no parts of. I've been trying to talk to people around me, my family. They try to make it seem like I'm crazy, and I'm not. I'm not crazy. They want that to be done that way so people won't listen to me. I asked them, have I did anything wrong to you? They said no. My daughter said, you never do nothing, you never do nothing, wrong. You ain't did nothing. But I'm treated as if I am doing something against them. But I feel like what it is because of outside people got them hooked to something that they got going on against me. And by chance, it's about money. And like I said, the reason why I come on here, because out of all the other times, the reason why I brought it to the camera is because it's people that's in big places, got money, or come up against people like me and they don't have nothing. And they trying to stop me from getting it, to help other people and to do better myself. So that's the reason why I come to the camera. Because if I don't come this way, people that I'm around, paying me no attention, not listening, because they know what's going on. I don't. Um, like I said, after the church situation, I didn't go to the hospital, uh, until 8 days later. And the reason for that is because I'm listening to what the pastor's saying about if the police get behind you, then they gonna bring you back to the church. When he said that, I'm not thinking nothing about, oh, is something gonna happen to me, like, or somebody in the church. I'm just wondering, why is he saying something about, about something about the police getting behind, bringing back to the church? I'm trying to understand what that got to do with preaching the gospel. So I'm like, I just blew that over. And then when I get to the hospital, this guy, well, first, when I come to the hospital, the white jacket man with the I guess he was a doctor. He come out talking to the police about something. And at all this going on, the white cars that I was talking to y'all about, those white cars, I seen a white vehicle out at the front of at the front of the hospital. So that's the reason why I was skeptical of going in there, because I'm like, these are the same, that's been following me. So I'm like, it took me 8 days to go and get checked out. When I went in there, he gave me a shot before he drew my blood. So I'm asking him, and I was a CNA, so I know you supposed to let the person know what you doing before you do anything. So I asked him, I said, what are you doing? And he just looking at me. And I'm like, what are you doing? So he give me the shot, and I'm like, okay, well, I called my daughter. Because I'm like, okay, I'm calling her because I don't know what these people finna do. Because I'm like, okay, if you give me a shot, I don't know what you're doing. So I called her to let her know where I was. And then she was like, well, do you want me to come up there? I said, well, you can come if you want to. You can come if you want to. So she did come. But she also, my blood pressure was like real high. But it might, at some point, it was 200 something, over 100. That's the reason why I got rid of the car. Because of the fact, I'm like, okay, this stuff, I'm trying to, stay focused and do things in the way of, not being so, like, just allowing this stuff to get me offset. But my pressure was up. So I said, well, I'm just going to get rid of the car. So now I don't even have a car because of the fact, that was just bothering me. So when he gave me the shot, she did come up there. I'm losing weight real quick. So she asked him, why is she losing, why is her weight going down like that? And so some kind of way it, regulated back. But when I ended up leaving from there, at least 2 more times, they gave me a shot before they drew my blood. At the doctor's office, that woman, she took the thing and just had it in my arm like this. And I'm like, And I asked her, what, why you doing it? And I'm like, I'm trying to talk to a lawyer. I've even tried to talk to the therapist. I wanted to talk to, a counselor so I could be able to talk and get, get it out. But don't nobody wanna listen to me. So I'm like, okay, well, I need to get it out. I need to talk. So I'm gonna bring it on here. And it's probably really what I need to do because, like I said, the policemen, they in cahoots. They were following me. The white cars, just and I'm like, I'm trying to understand what's going on. That was at first, but I know where they come from. I know where they come from. But my thing is, my face is not like it was before I went to the church. It's like it's something that I don't know what they did to my body. It's just, I don't know. But I do know one thing, that God is He gonna take care of me, and He gonna take care of the folks that even going through the same stuff that I'm going through. And those ones that done been through what I've gone through, and it's like they didn't say nothing. Well, I'm saying something because I know that it's the people with the money that is coming up against people like me. Just like I'm even dealing with the money stuff. I'm not uh a mind frame where I can't take care of myself. I could take care of myself, but the thing is, they got things set up like like I'm not capable. But regardless of what, God gonna use who He wanna use. God gonna give whoever He wanna give money to, He gonna give it to them. Regardless, it don't make no difference. But my reason for coming on here is because certain things, and I feel like it's got something to do with them shots that I was given. Certain things is happening, like to my body and stuff. I don't trust to go to the doctor because they, I supposed to had a good get whatever you call it, getting cleaned out. But I was scared to, and I'm just gonna say it. I was nervous about going because they were gonna have to put me to sleep. And it came to me, don't go. Because I felt like if I had a went, because of all this other stuff that they got going on, if I had a went, I felt like that was gonna be pretty much the part of the ending of what they've been trying to do to me. So I'm like, no, I'm not going. I'm telling you, but I know that God got me. I know He got me. But I also feel that what I'm doing is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Because if my body, if I don't sit up there and say something about it, and just like dealing with even at the church, I don't know what they did to me. I haven't had intercourse in 10 years But then now it says something about a STD. So I don't know what happened with me when I was basically like out, unconscious. And I'm tired of people, acting like I'm I done did something wrong, but you won't tell me what it is that you feel. But you did say I didn't do nothing, but you treat me as ill. And y'all, I'm sorry for even coming on here like this, but I felt like I needed to, because these people trying to set me up for something that I did not do, that I had no parts of. So that's the reason why I come on here, to voice out what I feel I need to voice out. I don't know really what the shots was for, and even if he should have told me. He should have said, "Oh, this is a shot for this." But I have never gotten a shot before my blood was drawn out of all my 50 something years. They usually just get the, draw the blood. They don't never just give you a shot before they draw blood. So that's the reason why I'm like, what's going on? But yeah, this don't really make sense to me. And like I said, I apologize for the people, that I just, and I'm still a woman of God. I'm still a woman of God. I just, need, you know, people need people to be able to talk to. Although I talk to God and I talk to him and he give answers. But like I said, I felt like I needed to come on here and voice out what I voiced out. And I also feel like uh, something needs to be done pertaining to the people that wronged me. Because I was minding my own business, and just you, you just, it ain't right. It's not right. And I'm going to get off of here. But like I said, them shots, I don't know what they were. And it's like certain, my features and stuff is, and when I was at the church, something was going on with, somebody putting something, doing something to my forehead. My eye be hurting. My face used to be round, but it's like something going on right here. Then when I did come from, because it's several things that I could say, but when I came from out of the church, uh, it was something in my seat, like liquid and something dealing like something that could have came out of somebody's body. I'm just put it like that, and it was in my seat. But like I said, I eventually went to the police department, but by that time, whatever that was, it was, had dried up or whatever. And that police officer, he he um he was like, if it was blood, it would be like water and something else he said, and that's exactly what it looked like. Just what he said it would be, that's what it looked like. But it had drew up because 8 days later. But I'm just, I'm just tired of, people that you around you trying to get an understanding, and then it's like they hiding something from you that you probably need to know, but they not telling you. And I just don't, I don't get just tired. Like I said, I'm balling up stuff, hurting, and just trying to keep on going. And I'm telling you, y'all, I apologize for coming on here like this, but um, mm, I'm finna get off of here. But like I said, and I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing for the Lord, cause that's what I'm about. I'm about doing what the Lord desired for me to do. But like I said, I felt the need to come and voice out what I've voiced out, because if I don't do it the way that I'm doing it, then y'all be wondering where I'm at. Like, I ain't, but the thing is, by me voicing out from day one, when they were following me, and they were following me because of the fact of that company, that's the reason why they was following me, connect to my car, using my car to be able to operate a business that I had started, and keeping it from me of what they were doing. I was studying, going to, around trying to see what was going on. Everybody, well, that I went to, they act like they didn't know what was going on. And even after the fact of finding out what happened, I called the number that's connected to the company. They had me blocked where I couldn't even get the call through. I called the other people, and I couldn't get. I want to say they had me blocked too. Had that number blocked. I really didn't know where to go. I didn't know who to talk to as far as that situation. I know transportation is where I felt like I needed to talk to, but it had me blocked. Um, you know, I don't know, but that's the reason why I come on here, because I try to talk to other people out where I'm at, but I know coming here, I can talk. Now they, whether somebody, and even with that, they have that block too, where people. But one day, I am gonna be. I'm gonna be in a place where I can be able to be a blessing, and I'm not gonna do people like I have been done. I'm gonna be right toward them, because I know that God is gonna repay every last one of us for what we do while we in this body. And even with like I said, I don't know. It's like uh, try to paint me as like I'm a devil, or like I'm in a evil way or whatever. I'm for Jesus Christ, and regardless of how I look or whatever, I'm still gonna come and talk about Jesus Christ, because that's where my heart is. I love him and he loved me. He loved you. He loved all of us. So I'm not gonna just because it look, my heart is for God. It's for Jesus. And I'm keep coming, talking about the Lord Jesus Christ. I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna just allow the enemy to sit up there and, have his way. I'm just tired, and I really desire to even have some it's people that like women, men need people to come together to be when need somebody to talk to. And I ain't talking about no mess. I'm talking about really genuinely coming together to be help to one another, not coming together to uh, you know for a whole lot of mess. I'm talking about coming together where people can come and pray together. Like I know people have sister helping sisters. They have um, sisterhood and all this stuff. I'm talking about somebody that really is going to come where people outside can come in and you know be able to come together and have somebody that they can talk to without feeling like what you saying to them is gonna be talked outside of where you at the individual that you're talking to. It's hard to really trust trust people, especially when people that you done live with your all your life is doing different dirty type stuff towards you. But they didn't do Jesus right either. So we ain't above him in no wise. So regardless of what, we just need to know that you're gonna have to go through something. Yeah. And I just pray that God will intervene. I pray he'll intervene in this because I might well just go and say this. Uh, After the lawyer didn't give me, he told me that he couldn't help me. He gave a number. And the number that when I called the number, and I said, well, I might well not even call this number because it, it it ain't gonna help me none, probably. But I called it, and when I called it, it said that it wasn't gonna be able to give me a lawyer. Like we ain't gonna be able to give you no lawyer. But if you have a problem with a lawyer or a judge, then they gave me two different numbers to call. But I'm like, okay, well, I'm not, you know, still I'm, not gonna have no lawyer or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you what just come to me. I got the greatest lawyer of all times, and that's Jesus Christ. He is my lawyer. Since don't nobody, I can't get no lawyer. I got the best lawyer ever, and that's Jesus. Yeah. So I'm just gonna put it all in his hand, and he gonna work it out. He gonna work it out. He gonna take care of it because he ain't nobody above him. But anyway, I'm gonna get off of here, and by chance, I'll be back with the devotional. So y'all be blessed.